Hello and welcome to the agenda. Today I'm Chike Obogu. May 26, 2026, the Accord Party in Oyo State conducted its gubernatorial primaries ahead of the 2027 elections. There have been conflicting claims, parallel exercises, and heated debates. Today, we cut through the noise to the true position. And joining me in the studio is the State Secretary of the Party Accord in Oyo State, Honorable Olayinka Dairu. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Chike.
All right, a quick one. I'll be taking messages from you later on the program, but keep your comments coming on the app X at Dominion Cast. Yes, Honorable Dairu, for the benefit of our audience, can you give us a clear breakdown on how we got here? What is really happening and what was the process leading to the primaries of the Accord, gubernatorial primaries of the Accord Party?
Thank you very much, Chike. Like you said, we have conducted our primary election to elect our governorship candidate for 2027 election. Normal procedure. Letter was written to the INEC, telling them the dates, them the venue, and they came. We conducted the primary. They witnessed it. They saw how everything went. The people, we did direct primary because INEC said if consensus fail, we should go for direct primary.
Okay.
Two options.
Okay.
Consensus and direct primary. So we tried to invite three aspirants, which is Oriyomi Hamzat, Fatai Osheni, and Busari. We called three of them. Maybe we can talk to them. One can step down for another.
For there to be a consensus.
Consensus. Because without doing that, consensus has not completed. Mm-hmm. You have to talk to them and make them to understand why one needs to step down for another. On Sunday, either Sunday or Saturday, the national chairman of the party, Barrister Maxwell Ingbudem, instructed the national secretary, Nebrajaja, that he should hold a meeting among the three of them. You understand? To talk to them if they can step down for each other. The meeting, we got there. We said the meeting should be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got there some minutes to 3. After like 3:02, Honorable Busari came around. So we found out that other two are not around. They were not around. So I was told to please call through to them, which I did. I called Oriyomi Hamzat. He said when the message came in yesterday, he was on in Ibadan. And as we are talking, he's not in Ibadan. You know,
that was at that time.
As at that time, okay. That he said he was on in Ibadan. I said, okay, what can we do? That's why we sent him. He said he got the message around 2 a.m. I said, that's not true. I sent the message at night. And immediately the message dropped, that he read it. You understand? Because it was a WhatsApp message. Okay. Which I did the same thing to CP Fatai Osheni. So I placed call through to him. He didn't pick. He did not pick. So we were there since that time till 4:30. When it was 4:30, the National Secretary, Honorable Jaja, placed call through to the National Chairman to report to him what has happened. And the only aspirant that came that day was Honorable Busari. So the National Chairman told the National Secretary, Honorable Jaja, to write a report on what happened, which the National Secretary instructed me to write the report. Right there, I wrote the report, and the report was sent to the National Chairman.
Okay.
I invited one of the national leaders from Osun, which is Alhaji Dokumabaredi, to witness the meeting, being an elderly person. Do you understand? The man has been around since 12 that day. He did not leave until around past 6. Because we are just waiting. We are waiting endlessly.
Yeah, but all these things happen.
Yes.
After the screening exercise.
After the screening exercise.
Were all the 3 candidates screened?
They were all screened.
Okay.
And
who were they cleared?
All 3 of them were cleared.
3 of them were cleared.
3 of them were cleared.
Okay. Because where we'll get there, we'll get to that point where we'll still come back to the screening issue. But there were reports of parallel primaries. One faction claims that Oriyomi Hamzat won as a consensus candidate, while another faction declared Kunle Busari the winner with over 29,000 votes.
Exactly.
Now, can you clarify the authentic process?
The authentic process, like I told you, I've told you
the build-up.
The build-up.
Yeah.
And, you know, when consensus fail, the next thing to do is for us to go for direct primaries.
Yes.
And it was communicated to everybody, all the 3 of them. Now, we expected them to be around, but for direct primary, they might not be around. You understand? Because they cannot be in 351 wards we have. So what we did, we instructed our people, because we have sent the name of the ward returning officer to the INEC. We started the process around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. You understand? And in 351 words, we told them how to do it. After they are done, they should send the results to the local government coalition officers. That was the process they did. And after that, the local government coalition officer has to bring the results to the state coalition venue. And
the 3 aspirants took part in the direct primaries?
Yes, all their names. I have all their names.
Okay.
You understand? I can bring you, I have the results in my car. You understand? The local government results.
Okay.
I have them in. Not that we put only one person's name there. No, the 3 of them.
Okay.
Their names are there. And the way they are doing these direct primaries, people lined up and they are counting them. Oriyomi Hamzat, Kunle Busari, Oyo Fatai.
So everybody lines up behind them. They lines
up and we counted them. That was what brought about the results they brought to the State Coalition Center.
I don't want to delve into how you authenticate those who stand behind them, if they are truly Accord Party members. But that's not a discussion for today.
No, see, we have, what they call it? We have evidences.
Okay.
Pictorial evidence, we have videos, how they are doing it, word by word.
Okay, let's move on because of our time. Busari Olakunle Moruf scored about 29,427 votes, and then Oriyomi Hamzat scored about 18,716.
Exactly.
While Fatai Owosheni polled 11,922. Yes. And the total valid votes were about 60,065, as it were. You were the returning officer for the coalition.
Yes, sir.
You announced Busari as the winner.
Yes.
However, the Deputy National Secretary of the Accord, Abdulrahman Danladi Mohammed, took charge of the other primary.
Yes.
Let's get to watch, let's get to listen to Danladi Mohammed, Abdulrahman Danladi Mohammed, the Deputy National Secretary of the Party Accord, while declaring Oriyomi Hamzat as winner in the factional gubernatorial primaries.
My name is Alhaji Dr. Abdulrahman Danladi Mohammed, Deputy National Secretary of the Great Party. Our incoming governor, inshallah, will satisfy all the requirements laid down by our Constitution and the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I hereby declare and return Dr. Alhaji Hamzat Oriyomi Hamzat humanitarian candidate of our great party accord. Here with me is it Apple that Alameda APC message? So I hereby forward the certificate, the clearance certificate to Dr. Abdurrahman Oriyomi Hamzat.
All right, that's Abdurrahman Danladi Mohammed declaring Oriyomi Hamzat as winner of that factional gubernatorial primaries and also handing him a certificate of clearance. However, let's get to see the other part of the State Working Committee, that's the state ESCOs, conducting their own gubernatorial primaries where yours truly, Honorable Olayinka Dairo, announced Kunle Busari as the winner of the gubernatorial primaries in Oyo State.
For each aspirant in all 3 local governments, aspirant 1, Oriyomi Hamzat, scored 18,716. 18716. Aspirant Busari Olamide scored 29,427 votes. Aspirant Fatai Oji scored 11,922. Total number of aggregated voters 60,096. Total number of aggregated voters 60,096. Total number of valid votes 60,065. Total number of invalid votes 031. The winner of a 4th primary election for the gubernatorial is Busari Olamide Maruf.
All right, interesting times here. While we're off camera, Honorable Dairo called one a jamboree, but that's not this. But the question now is, how did the Deputy National Secretary of the Accord, that's Abdurrahman Danladi Mohammed, how did he take charge of the other primary?
Well,
is there a disunity in the National Working Committee of Accord between the National Secretary and the Deputy National Secretary?
Exactly. There are issues.
Okay.
There are issues. When you have a chairman that speaks with 2 sides of his mouth.
The chairman of the party?
Exactly.
So you have issues with the chairman?
Speaking with 2 sides of his mouth. Some hours before the primaries, he wrote a letter, he sent something to Honorable Busari that he was disqualified from contesting the primary. The man forwarded it to all of us. We are like, what kind of nonsense is this? On what basis? On what basis? Because you are the one that said okay, you said we should arrange meeting among the three of them. The only person that came for the meeting is the one you said you are disqualified. I don't know the meaning of that. On a normal note, if we want to, if we schedule a meeting and 2 out of 3 didn't come for such a meeting to reconcile issues among them, automatically those 2 should be disqualified. Because this is our state, it's Oyo State matter, and we are trying to mediate among the 3 of them to appeal to them. Only 1 person came. The 2 that did not show up, in a normal thing, in a normal scenario, those 2 should be disqualified.
Okay.
I wouldn't understand why we now said Honorable Said that came for the reconciliation meeting, that he should be, disqualified.
Okay. So,
I don't know.
So let's get this straight now.
Okay.
You've indicted the national chairman of your party
exactly.
Of being complicit
Exactly.
to this whole thing.
Exactly.
Now, the party Accord has a state secretariat
Exactly.
at Yemetu.
Yes.
Now, where did you hold the primaries?
The primary was held at IBS, Ibadan Business School, Bodija.
Okay.
That was where we communicated to the INEC.
Okay.
And it's
so
still
where
under.
did the other faction hold their own primary?
You see, the other faction, the way we are calling them faction, we don't know them.
No, but you have 2 gubernatorial candidates.
Let me now ask you a question. As a journalist,
Yeah.
where we have the EPM of INEC, we have their HODs that came for our primary. Where we have the state chairman, we have the state secretary.
And you have a national secretary.
We have the national secretary.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the person you are even talking about, the Dan Ladi, is a spare tire to the national secretary. And when the spare tire it doesn't have any problem, you have to remove it.
You call Dan Ladi a spare tire?
It's a spare tire. Anything vice anything deputy, they are spare tires. It is when the main something cannot function. That is, you should understand what I'm saying. So the national secretary was with us.
We saw a certificate being issued to
It is
Oriyomi Hamzat.
all those things are
was a certificate of clearance.
all those things are fake.
As seen.
all
here.
those things are fake. The INEC that came, they saw everything how it went. I wish your people were there that day. The way the returning officers they were coming from the various local government. As a matter of fact, 2 of them didn't come on time because of the distance. You left for local government and Olorunsogo local government.
I
have to appeal to
let me clear the air.
Yeah.
You said you wish we were there.
Yes, I am very sorry that I did not invite you.
Yeah, we're not invited. Exactly.
I'm sorry. So, those people, the INEC officials that were there, they saw everything and they were so patient because 2 local government, because of their distance, they came late. Irekpo local government and Olorunsogo local government, we appealed to the INEC that they should give us some time. We waited for them until they came. You understand? When they came, the returning officers, they announced their own result, which we compiled, and that was how we got those figures you saw online. You understand? So all these things are very, very clear. People that knows much about politics, they will know that the other side, they are just doing jamboree. And I can tell you, they have been trying to, those aspirants that are contesting for the House of Assembly that were there with them, most of them have been calling me, begging me that I should please make sure that their name goes with our own name. You are not with us now. You are with them over there. I said, they knew that what they did.
Was there a parallel screening? Let's get it straight.
Nothing like parallel screening.
Okay, someone did not screen at first before the state's executives screened their own people?
Is it at the state level or
at the state level?
Well, of course. What I want to tell you now is on social media. We were supposed to conduct our screening exercise on a Thursday like that, which was communicated to we have an action platform.
I think that was on May 6th.
We communicated this to them, that we're having our screening. You know what Oriyomi people did? They came around to disrupt the primary. They didn't allow it to happen. You understand? They came to where we wanted to use, and they destroyed so many things.
And do you have evidence to show that they were the ones who came?
They were the one. I have pictures. You understand? Oriyomi's people, they were there. You know, destroying things.
You know, Oriyomi
of...
Hamzat is a broadcaster.
Yes.
And then he is a man of decorous acts.
Which decorous acts?
Now,
maybe you are looking him from afar.
Okay.
By the time you move closer to him, you know the kind of person he is.
Oh.
I am telling you. Before we got to know him, we believe that, oh, somebody that is doing this kind of program, that has that has a radio station.
What kind of person is Oriyomi?
The kind of person he is violent. Oriyomi is violent.
I've worked with him before.
I wouldn't know. Maybe working with him is different from what we are saying now.
Colleagues.
Okay. Now, you know, there was a time he came to me. He said he wanted us to use a particular candidate in a particular constituency. I said, you cannot tell us. You cannot. You are an aspirant. You can't tell us who we are going to use. He now said the reason why he wanted us to use that person was because the person is powerful. He has his voice. He has this. He told us something that I really want to say now.
Oh, let's spill it out.
It is where, you know, I want to reserve my comment on that, but when the time comes, I'm going to tell you. I led up there. I was thinking that, oh, okay, this is the kind of person you are. So you believe in violence to get things. Why do you have to pick somebody that you said the person has voice? The person has, no.
Okay, so right now, have you thought of the implication of all these? What does it mean to the party accord ahead of the 2027 elections in Oyo State?
I want to tell you, there is no implication. All what we want is we have there should be internal democracy. If you want to be our aspirants, you must go in line with the party. You know, with the party. Not that you feel that you have someone at the national level and you don't want to have anything to do with the state executives. You understand? That's the problem we're having. You know, he believes that a day before the primary, because we have been having issues, he went to beg Honorable Ajad, happened to be the national secretary, because of what they did. The way they disrupt our screening exercise. And he went to beg her. And Honorable Ajad said we should hold another meeting after he has begged that we should go and meet him. So a day to the primary, he left some things done and that we need him. He declined. Number two, he said he wanted to go and pick nomination form in Abuja. Honestly speaking, I pick myself and the chairman. We pick on Honorable Ajad that how will our aspirants want to go to Abuja to get his nomination form without informing the states. We have practice. We have the way of doing it.
There's a
You
process.
understand? Process. He went. He didn't tell us. When he came back, he called the meeting of all other aspirants. I don't understand. An aspirant calling the meeting of an aspirant. You understand? Without informing the state executive.
Did the state executives feel threatened that he was trying to be in charge, that he was too powerful to be in charge of the party?
That is what he's trying to do. He actually wanted to hijack the party from us.
And so you were scared?
Yeah, we can't be scared. We know what to do. He's not a politician.
Was that why you people had a vendetta by holding the primaries and got Kunle Busari as an elected candidate?
Let me now tell you this. There is no way we do that because of problem we're having with him. It is because we had more than one aspirant. And what they call it? The INEC, what they call it? I've forgotten. The Electoral Acts. The Electoral Acts stated it clearly that where you have more than one candidate and both of them are not ready to step down for each other, that should go for direct primaries. And you know the funny thing, for you to know how much we love him, we said he will be the only one to buy a accord nomination form
for gubernatorial.
Okay. All of a sudden, we saw CP Fatai Osheni that he wanted to get a form, and where Fatai Osheni showed his intention, Oriyomi was in that meeting. It was after the meeting that the CPO Osheni stood up and said he is getting accord expression of interest form. You know, we called him. I said, what's the meaning of all this? Then and then we are thinking that, are they playing game? Maybe one wanted to step down for another. Do you understand? They invited them for a meeting. The person that said wanted to sponsor Oriyomi for, for his governorship something. At that point, he said that he doesn't know anything about it. He did blah, 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 blah. They were two like that. Do you know that when I placed call through to Father Osheni, that I didn't pick up, he later called us back, telling us that he didn't pick the call deliberately because he would not want to sit down with Oriyomi and be discussing stepping down for Oriyomi. That who is Oriyomi?
All right. Because of our time, interesting scoops there. Let me go straight to some questions here from our audience. Mr. Debayo from Ibadan North is asking this question. He said, Honorable Dairo, if there are two factions, how will INEC recognize the authentic candidate? Won't this lead to court cases that distract the party?
It's so clear. It's very clear. INEC knows the authentic candidates because INEC can only reckon with the primary they witnessed. That is it. INEC witnessed our own primary. They were there from beginning to the end. So there is there is no
Mrs. Funke from Ogbomoso quickly. Okay, this your question is more of a campaign question, asking that you're concerned about the division. What assurances can you give that the winner will be inclusive and carry women and youth along? Well, that's for the winner to decide there. Engineer Kunle from Iseyin is saying the numbers show Busari won convincingly, but why did he says the numbers show Busari won convincingly, but why did some leaders rush to declare Hamzat? Is this not evidence of desperation or external influence?
Well, I wouldn't know. You know, there are some people that does not even understand what's really happening. You know, when we have three aspirants and they said someone emerged in consensus with, how does I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever they must have done at A3 or somewhere. It's not and void.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
That was the venue of their own primaries.
Of their own primaries, okay. Null and void.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to Chief Oladipo from Okeogun. Yes, Chief Oladipo from Okeogun. He says, this crisis looks like personal ambition over party interest. What steps has the state executive taken to sanction those who held a parallel primary? We don't have to do anything about them because we don't know them. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, as far as the state chairman is concerned, as far as the national secretary that was there when we did our own concern, we don't know. We don't even not because people are bringing it up. They're asking questions. We wouldn't have been talking about this. We don't know them, and we want to believe nothing has happened in that place. All right, let's flip through to Alaja Rukayat. Yes, Alaja Rukayat is asking this from Akinyele. He says, Oriyomi Hamzat has a strong media presence and youth support. How will your side win their hearts back for unity?
Well, this is a phase. It will come. You understand? It has come now. Very soon, everything will be normalized. Now, I want to say this. Many people are just there. They don't really know the genesis of this problem. You understand? But thank God for this medium that allows us to be telling people what has transpired. You understand? If not because of the way and manner Oriyomi handles these things, we will not find ourselves here. But here we are now. What we have done is the authentic, and I'm telling you that as time goes on, everybody will still come back together to forge ahead. All right,
Honorable Mrs. Bola from Egbeda is saying, with the national leadership of the party seemingly split, who truly controls the structure in Oyo State? Is it the state executive or external forces? As it stands now.
The state executive controls the party in Oyo State. The external body cannot go to INEC and discuss anything with them. They should know that. It is the state executive that has every right to go to the INEC and talk to them on whatever I want to do. Tomorrow, now, is our National Assembly primary. After leaving this place now, I will have to go to meet INEC to submit letter of the venue, to remind them, because the letter has been submitted before.
Okay.
So to remind them that the venue for the primary and the contact person, other external body cannot go to the INEC and do that. They will not listen. They will not receive anything from them. Yeah, that is it.
So as it stands now,
Yeah.
you said no cause for alarm.
There's no cause for alarm. Honorable Sari is our candidate for Guber 2027.
All right, your national chairman, who
Yes.
you have indicted this morning.
Yeah.
What's his body language since the gubernatorial primary?
He has been calling the national secretary, but she refused to pick his call. There's something he wants to talk about again.
But two wrongs don't make a right. She should at least listen to him.
She will be going to, whatever they want to discuss shouldn't be on phone.
Okay.
It shouldn't be on phone. She is going to Abuja too. They will meet. You understand? Well, I went to Abuja with, okay, let me get an answer. Honorable Sari wanted to obtain his own nomination form. He called us at the state level. And he said he was going to Abuja, that I wanted to go and pick his nomination form. That the state chairman and the state secretary should please follow him. That is the person that respects the party structure, that respects the executive of the party. We follow him to Abuja. We met with the national chairman. We discussed at length. You understand? And that was when they wanted to do his screening for him. He got to the screening committee. They accepted him. As a matter of fact, they had to tell him to take a bow.
Okay.
I am telling you.
So what
and
is...
Now. And they took photograph, picture with him.
Okay, so at this moment, what is the position of retired CP Fatai Wosheni in all of this?
Well,
because he seemed not to be happy with all the shenanigans happening in the primaries.
We have not heard from him. He has not communicated to us in any way.
Okay.
But the other side are claiming that he has discussed with Oriyomi Hamzat that he's stepping down for him, which we are not aware, we are not in the know.
Okay.
Oriyomi is not the party. If CP Fatai Wosheni wanted to take such decision, he will have to write a letter to the party that he is actually stepping down for so person.
All right. Because of our time, I'm so sorry, we would have gone on and on. But your final words to the people of Akon in Oyo State.
My final words to our people, I want our people to be calm, to take things easy, that the state executive of the party are still in control, and the candidature of Honorable Kunle Sari is authentic. Nothing can change that. Nothing can change that, because some of our members have been asking me that the process that came up, hope they will not turn it around to be something else.
Is there a certificate of return?
It's not until we issue a certificate of return before it can be authentic. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it. What makes it authentic is who are the people that are present in our primary.
All right.
We have the national secretary, we have the state secretary, the INEC.
Okay.
That's make it authentic.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Olayinka Dairo, for featuring today.
Thank you.
Honorable Olayinka Dairo is the secretary of the Accord Party in Oyo State. Yes, and we've been talking about matters arising after the Guber primaries in Oyo State. Well, that's all for this edition of the agenda this morning. I am Chike Ubogu saying, have a great day. Bye for now.